Well, President Trump's budget proposal has just been released, and if approved, it would mean $3.6 trillion in spending cuts, significantly reducing the role and the reach of government. Ramy Inocencio has been taking a look at the details for us, and Ramy, we clearly just got this in the last few minutes, and I guess the question is, are any of these or most of these likely to get through?
You know, the short answer to that is that it's likely not going to happen, Heidi, for many reasons. One is that Mitch McConnell, Senate Leader Mitch McConnell, has actually already said that this will likely be DOA, dead on arrival. He said that a couple weeks ago. He also reiterated that last week when he was here on Bloomberg television, talking about the fact that it's not only Republicans that are against it, but it's also conservative Republicans versus the more moderate Republicans on that side. And of course, if they were to come together at some point, you still have the blowback from the Democrats saying that this can't happen. This basically is trying to tear down the Great Society plan from Lyndon B. Johnson back in the 1960s, from the Great Society to, I guess we could say, the Great America. Let's make America great again from Donald Trump here. Let me go through some of the lines here that are the big number items here. Supporters might actually point to one positive thing here, saying that the budget would be balanced within a decade. But then I expect that there would be a lot of critics that would say, look at all the cuts that would happen here. For example, cuts would be made to Medicaid payments specifically, and this is taking a huge hit actually to Obamacare in the form of repeal and replace. There would also be student loan payments that would actually rise for recent college graduates. Agricultural subsidies would also be slashed. That is also hitting at a major constituency that a lot of Democrats and definitely a lot of Republicans need to cater to there. The Office of Management and Budget Director Mick Mulvaney said, we're no longer going to measure compassion by the number of programs or the number of people on those programs, not by how big those are, but we're going to measure compassionate success by the number of people we help to get off of those programs and back in charge of their own lives. Some self-sufficiency there, Heidi, for sure. More sticks in this case than carrots in order to try to get people off that. But there are also additions to some programs. Look at the top there. We talked about this earlier when the first budget dropped a few months ago. The Department of Homeland Security, DHS, as well as the Pentagon, in total would gain $9 billion. Interestingly, the much-touted Mexican border wall doesn't get fully funded over the next 10 years. Not too much detail there. And paid parental leave would actually gain $25 billion. Now, I have to say that is over the course of 10 years, but interestingly, that is the one of the big pushes by his daughter in terms of trying to get more money there. So those are the big top line items there. There's still a lot more that we have to comb through, Heidi.